All right, I'd like to welcome you all again to our Saturday morning breakfast call. My name is Joel Breton here with my beautiful wife and business partner, Kristen. And hey, we've got some exciting things to talk about today, tomorrow, next week, the week after, every week. I guess we've always got something exciting to talk about, which is obviously putting dollars in your pocket. Dollars, $100, $1,000, tens of thousands of dollars, more than that, depending on how big you build your business and depending on how bad you want it, I guess. The opportunity definitely is always there for you. I do want to start by just congratulating our members that have earned a check in the last week or matching postcards. So congratulations to Greg and Sam. Congratulations to Roy and Veronica, Gary, Nicole, Mike, Diva. Congratulations to Donald and Richard, Cynthia, Randy, Carlos, Rick, Bev, Ron, Rich, Samuel, Bethany, Jordan. Congratulations to John and Christy and Joe, Harry, Ryan, John, Steve, Kathy, Betty, Jimmy. And congratulations to everybody who has been promoting, generating a good solid income, putting people into your business, and obviously building a successful postcard network or business. Now, we are almost ready. So here's kind of the updates, and you're going to see, I want to say over the next couple of days, as well as we've already done a few things. I've already started updating a few things with Postcard Networker. You'll see some radical, I guess radical probably isn't a good word to use because that makes everybody nervous sometimes, but you'll definitely see some improvements, some changes, some radical improvements, I guess, and a combination of things going on with Postcard Networker over the next couple of days, week, 2 weeks. I would say within the next 2 weeks, we should probably have everything totally done. So you definitely want to stay tuned over the next couple of weeks. I know I haven't been advertising these Saturday morning breakfast calls for the last couple of weeks. In the summertime, sometimes, members take a little bit of a break. We are going to be heavily emailing over the next week or two, just to make sure that everybody understands what's going on, everybody's on board. But you kind of get a sneak peek today because you are the loyal members that come to these Saturday morning breakfast calls, whether I email to remind you or not. Usually I get about probably 10 times as many members or 5 times as many members show up when we do send an email. So I guess we got to start doing that again. But anyway, so we are almost ready to launch all of the updates. I mean, we've started making some updates. The one thing that I have already changed, most of you probably would never notice this unless I told you, but I updated the 24/7 recorded message that's on all of the postcards. Okay, it's the same message on all of the postcards. I've updated it. It's a completely different. I guess it's not a completely different message. I guess it's a similar message, but I have updated it. I re-recorded it, so it totally makes sense for us moving forward. And that's the recording at 215-358-4300. Okay, and that's the recording that all the new members get. When they kind of listen to our Postcard Networker message that goes on pretty much all the postcards that we have. That's the recording that people can listen to when they're kind of checking us out. The other thing I updated last night, which again is not necessarily brand new. We added some new testimonials, but we actually combined a lot of our testimonials into one big audio. So. And that's the audio that's at 215-358-4298. Okay, and that goes on most of the postcards that we have our testimonial line on them as well, and some of our direct mail pieces and order forms and things like that. We put the testimonial line on there so people can listen. So. Prior to last night, I think the testimonial line was something like 25 or 30 minutes long, which, it's kind of crazy. Like, the point being is that, for me anyway, was that I wanted to be able to collect testimonials and positive messages from our members and have people like wowed by it. Like, wow, I'm sitting here listening to like 20, 30 minutes. If they don't hang up by the time they get to the end, but it's like 30 minutes of people talking about, the business and how it's helped them and how it's good and how they like it and how they're excited. We actually now have, it's about 51 minutes long, okay, on the one testimonial line. So I combined all the testimonials. We moved some of them around, and we re-edited it so that it totally makes sense. And there's a few wording changes and stuff like that. Well, I don't want to say changes. I mean, I don't change what people say, but I just adjusted some of the things. I deleted a couple things that a couple people said during the process just to make it smoother, and just so that, we could keep it still under an hour. So, yeah, anyway, we're almost at an hour of testimonials on that line. And I'll tell you what, if people are calling into that line and they're listening to you guys talk about the business for an hour, 51 minutes, my guess is that they're probably going to join, okay? Because if they're that committed to just listening to what other people have to say, I'm sure, and again, I look at it like any presentation that I can make is never as powerful as what you're saying about the business, what the members are saying about the business, okay? I think it goes to show a lot that people are excited and that they love it and they talk about, what they like. So anyway, so that testimonial line has been updated. We also have brand new postcards, which we're going to be introducing probably at the end of next week, okay, or the end of this coming week, rather. So, probably around, I would say, Thursday or Friday, we'll probably have them in, and we'll start shipping probably like next Friday, next Saturday, I'm hoping, okay? And worst case scenario, they'll ship the following week. So for any of you guys that are ordering postcards or getting regular postcard auto ships and stuff like that, we are going to be altering the auto ships to the new cards, okay? I phased out a couple of different cards, and this is a normal process, by the way, for anybody that's wondering. We've gone through now, I want to say, 4 or 5 variations of our pitch, of our postcards, of our information that we put on them, of the designs, of the looks. And part of the reason why is just to keep things fresh in the marketplace. I've talked about this before when we've introduced new postcards, is that we want to stand out. We want to kind of give a fresh perspective in the marketplace to prospects. Sometimes people, get more than one postcard. Sometimes they opt into different things. Sometimes they're buying different programs. We're getting leads from different sources from all over the place. And sometimes people will get 1 or 2 or 3 over the course of a year or 2 years or 3 years or whatever. And sometimes it's nice to be able to give them a different kind of look at the business, a different offer. But obviously driving them back into your same websites and into your business. So this isn't like revolutionary that we're coming out with a new postcard the first time ever. It's not the first time ever. We regularly change them over the course of, usually every 6 months to a year. We kind of come out with either a new look or something slightly tweaked or something different. But the main process, or if you look at the layout of the card, you'll notice that I always model what's working. I always model the success of our cards, the ones that do the best, and it gives me a chance to obviously improve your conversions and improve your response rates, because I can see which cards are performing better than others, which offers perform better, and then obviously we kind of go back and we when we make a new postcard, we obviously want to kind of model the cards that have been working the best. Okay. So, without any further ado, I'm going to show you the new card for those of you guys that haven't seen it yet. probably, which is most of you. I think I've only shown it to probably 2 or 3 of our leaders, and they've seen it yet. But I'm going to show you guys the new card, and we're going to talk about some of the new updates and some of the improvements and stuff like that we're making to Postcard Networker right now. Okay, so let's have a look. So again, like I said, they're currently being printed. So here is the one side of the card. Very simple. Okay, we're kind of going back to just, you know, the simple look. You'll notice that it looks similar to a lot of the cards that we've had before, but it's new messaging. Okay, just a new sentence. So it says, "My new postcard system can change your life financially forever." And the website's still postcardteam.com. Okay, that's just a redirect that goes to the main site. Just because it's simple, it's easy. You know, that's my favorite one to use as kind of the domain on our cards. Easy to spell, very short. People can remember it, and obviously get to it very easily. And it just redirects to the Postcard Networker system, of course, where they enter their access code. So the access codes, of course, will be pre-printed in that box, in that red box there, and then the names and addresses of your prospects will be printed on the right-hand side of that card. Okay, place stamp here, return address. You know, pretty simple. Very clean looking. We're excited about it. I think that this definitely sends the message that we want to, which again is, you know, you're not going to necessarily get rich overnight, but it can definitely have a major impact in changing your life. Okay, if you use it, if you work with it, if you work with us. Okay, so that's the one side of the card. The other side of the card, I'm just going to flip it here. So if you can mail 100 postcards per month, then you can get weekly cash flow and very nice monthly residual checks. 24/7 recorded overview, of course. The recorded overview is what I just talked about, you know, the 358-4300 number. Same number we've always used, by the way. So if you do have older postcards, or if you're still, you know, if you haven't mailed them all out, or if you've still got some blanks or something like that, you can still fully use them. They all still work. Okay, the access codes still work. The recorded numbers are the same. I haven't changed the numbers, so you don't have to update anything on any of the older cards. You know, we keep everything consistent from that perspective. So that's obviously the recorder overview number, same number, but of course, like I said, I updated the message here just yesterday. And then we have a bit of a story, and again, the story is what sells on these cards. It's always what sold really well on the cards and made us different from so many of the other postcards and direct mail pieces and everybody else out there. It makes it real for people, and obviously it provides them with an opportunity to kind of get to know us a little bit, what we're doing, read a bit about it, and then listen to the recorded overview for more information. So, you know, dear future successful postcard mailer, I want to offer you the opportunity to join our team of very successful people. I'm guessing that you're just like me. I tried so many businesses. I struggled and failed miserably for years to make any money from a home-based business. Then I learned the real truth about marketing, and I've been able to make a full-time income from home ever since. I now drive nice cars, live in a beautiful home with my family, and take vacations when I want to, all while living completely debt-free. I spent the last 2 years building a fully automated postcard marketing system that can work for everyone, and my goal was simple. If you can put a stamp on a postcard, you can get a monthly residual check. Okay? Now, that resonates with the majority of our marketplace. Okay, that type of messaging, just so that you know. I hope you guys like it. We spent a lot of time, obviously, well, I spent a lot of time developing it, writing it, tweaking it, and kind of, you know, moving it in the right spots. Because again, on a 4x6 postcard, you really don't have, you know, that much space. So you've kind of got to make everything very impactful. And you know, if I break this down for you very simply, just so that you kind of understand the psychology behind it and what it's doing, in the first paragraph, when it's, I want to offer you the opportunity to join our team, and talking about, you know, I'm guessing that you're kind of like me. What we're doing is we're specifically relating to the prospect. Most people in the home-based business industry have failed, or currently are failing. I mean, they're in a situation of pain, right? They're in a situation of, struggling. They haven't quite figured out how to make money from home yet. They really don't understand the marketing. And then, we kind of provide, this is how I fixed my problem, right? So I had the same problem you had, which is struggling, failing, not making money in a home-based business, not really sure what to do. And then I learned the real truth. Okay? Then I really learned how to do marketing, and I'm now getting the results from home that the prospects want. Okay, so I'm identifying that. Listen, I figured this thing out, and I've been doing this for a number of years now, and this is what I have because of it. I can drive a nice car. I've got a beautiful home. I can go on vacation, but I don't have all the debt that a lot of people in America and across the world have. Okay? I'm not accumulating debt on credit cards to get this stuff. I'm actually generating the income to be able to purchase it and to be able to go on vacations and to be able to save and whatever it is that I want to do. I invest. So again, you're providing, first you're kind of aggravating the problem, and you're talking about, listen, I was like you, then I learned the secret. I'm going to share it with you. Okay. And the third paragraph is, okay, listen, I just spent the last 2 years building a fully automated postcard marketing system that I can help you with. Okay, that you can plug into, that you can use. And really, my goal is simple, just put a stamp on a postcard, right? So I'm then identifying that, listen, I figured out the marketing, I built the system for you, but you don't have to worry about all the technological stuff, because I built that all for you, right? So if you can put a stamp on a postcard, you can do this business. Okay, you can get a check, you can get a residual check out of it, right? And that's the offer, right? Is that I built the system. Now, if you can do this, put a stamp on a postcard, you can get this, a residual check, right? If you can put a stamp on a postcard, you can get what you want. You can get the money you want. You can get the time freedom you want. You can get debt free. You can buy a nice car, whatever it is that you're looking for. Okay, and then of course we have the 24/7 member testimonials, which provide social proof to kind of some of the things that I'm talking about right above. And again, 51 minutes of social proof on a live, on like basically, people just calling in and talking about random stuff. Like, I don't prompt anybody as to what to say in any of our testimonials. I just say, listen, leave your name, leave where you're from, and talk about the business. Tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like, tell me what you're excited about. Like, that's about it. That's all the prompting that we do. And that's why we have such a great variation of people saying things. Like, we're not scripting testimonials. We're not telling people, okay, say this, say this, say this, right? It's simply just tell us how you feel about our business. And that's why, again, you get some people talking for 5 minutes and some people talking for 10 seconds, but they're just expressing literally what they feel. Okay, and that's powerful when people listen to those testimonials. I can tell you right now that has a major impact on sales. It has a major impact on conversions, and it'll have a major impact on your business moving forward. Okay. Now the final little bit, that we added again is bringing in additional partners, bringing in additional help, bringing in additional experts, because what people really want is security in a home-based business. They want to feel comfortable. They want to feel like they can build it long-term. They want to feel like not only can they do the right things, but they have the right team behind them to work with. So next, I partner with the best marketers around, Brandon Stevens, network marketing 7-figure earner, and Dr. Dick Pritchard, mail order expert, teamed up with me to bring you the easiest to use, most lucrative, and best converting marketing system anywhere. Everything is completely done for you. The leads, the postcards, the tracking, the system, the automation, it's all ready to go. And now I want to help you change your life financially forever. Okay? So again, if we break down that paragraph, it's simply, listen, and if you go to the one just prior, I built the system. If you can put a stamp on a postcard, you can do this. I partnered with the best people that I could possibly find, the people that really know this industry inside and out. in both network marketing and mail order. Okay, so again, I'm an expert, but also I realize that it's smart for me to partner with other people. So the more people that can contribute to the system, contribute to our marketing and our ideas and our sales and everything, the better it is for all of us, right? The better it is as a team rather than just one individual using their knowledge. I mean, I could do this all by myself, but if I bring in two other experts that are top notch, that are know what they're doing and that are superstars, it makes it more sense for people to team up with multiple people. Okay, and then to bring you the easiest to use. So again, we're making it sound easy. It's lucrative. You're going to make money. Best converting system. And we're reconfirming again at the bottom. It's completely done for you. The leads, the postcards, the automation, the system, everything's all ready to go. All you have to do is basically plug in, right? And I want to help change it. So, and then we kind of restate the headline on the other side to bring it all together, which is, again, I want to help change your life financially forever. Because people generally want to, when they're in the business opportunity space or network marketing space, they're seeking money. But they're seeking money for a purpose, right? So we're kind of hitting both. We're not just saying, hey, we'll help you make 10 grand, right? Or hey, we'll help you become a millionaire. We're hitting on that we're kind of saying it, but we're saying it in a different way. We're saying it in a way that we're not just going to help you make money, because making money isn't the point, right? The point is to help you financially, to help you change your life, to help you get a better life, to help you get time freedom, to help you get that beautiful home you're looking for, to help you have financial security and safety and for your family, right? So we don't have to say, hey, we're going to go all be millionaires. It's super implied, but also not everybody necessarily wants to be a millionaire. Some people just want to pay off their debt. Some people just want to make an extra $500 a month. So by writing it this way, again, we can target specifically all of our prospects instead of using a number or specifying exactly what we're offering, because it's different for everyone. Does that make sense? And then the final thing that we changed and that we added to the bottom, the very bottom of the postcard, you can see it says you can get started for just $1. Register online or send this postcard and $1 to, and I changed this a little bit just to make it a little more personal. Okay, and I put my name instead of the company name. Okay, because it is only $1. If it's a bigger payment, like if it's $10 or if it's $50 or $100, normally I would use like a company name. So normally I put Postcard Networker there, but because it's only $1, I just thought it would be better to just personalize it again, change it up a little bit, make it a little bit different. So they're going to send the $1 to Joel Broughton, okay, at P.O. Box 2391, same Postcard Networker address, and they're going to send the postcard too, right? Register online or send this postcard and $1. So we still have easily trackable for everything. All your members coming in obviously get input the same way they currently do if they send in $5 or $10 or whatever it is that they're mailing in. And when they go online, they go to the postcard team with the access code, which still tracks to you. Okay, so none of that really changes except the offer is going to change slightly. Okay, and let me tell you a little bit about some of that, and then I'm going to get into some of the bigger changes as well. I haven't drawn a lot of them out because we're still working on them. I can't show you pages yet or all the videos and audios and things like that we're making. We're finalizing them over the next week to 2 weeks. But I want to talk about it because I want to start preparing you guys and getting you ready for some of this stuff. So as we shift it and as we change it and as we update it, you already have all the information and you're not like surprised. Okay, it's not like this huge shift in our business and everyone's caught off guard and you're not ready for it. So I'm going to preemptively tell you kind of what's happening as it's happening, and I'm going to give you updates. We're also going to send emails to everyone today, tomorrow, the next day, over the next few days, to kind of get you more and more information about some of these changes, just so that, again, everybody's ready, because my goal is to make sure that we can shift and change and update stuff, but I don't want anybody losing out on any of the income. I don't want you losing out on positioning or placement. I want you to be able to maintain your downline. I want you to be able to maintain all of your people, all the work that you've put in, all the genealogy. We want to keep it all intact. So as we roll this out, it's not the easiest thing to do, by the way, to roll something like this into our system and to roll out new cards, new offers, and things like that. So I do ask that you have patience, but I can tell you, just in looking at what we're doing and some of the movement and stuff like that, I can tell you that it's going to be better for everybody significantly, that comes along with us, right, for this ride, and continues to build the business with Postcard Network and our business. Okay. So anyway, with the offer, the $1, they send the $1, or they're going to go online. Now, you can't see this yet. We haven't changed it yet, so it's still just a free membership. What's going to happen online, though, and again, over the next week, we're literally just going to start changing the pages, and I'll update you as we do them. But instead of a free membership, they're actually going to get an offer where they're getting a video pitch to pay a $1 trial. Okay, instead of a free membership. Okay, and they're going to get a $1. It's either going to be a 14 or 30-day trial. I think we're leaning towards 30-day trial right now. Until I actually program it in and finalize the video and stuff, I kind of go back and forth, but generally the longer the trial, the better. So I'm kind of leaning towards the 30-day trial. Again, feel free to give me your input if you want to email me on that, but I probably will just make the decision on my own. Usually, things like that, I tend to be kind of unilateral because, I've been building these systems for years. I've been building these offers for years. I know what works. I know kind of in my heart what's going to be the best for the business. But I'm just kind of talking out loud here with you guys as I'm mulling this out, and it kind of helps me through the process as well. So anyway, they're going to come online, 30-day trial. Let's just call it a 30-day trial for now, for $1. Okay. And the 30-day trial for $1 offline is the same thing. When they send $1, they're essentially going to be purchasing a 30-day trial as an affiliate. Okay. However, the difference is, like offline, they kind of don't really know the whole pitch. They're just sending $1, but it's only $1, right? Tons of people are going to send $1, by the way, just so that you know. Some people are like, oh, I wish it was free. I wish it was, yeah, but having more people when they're free isn't necessarily better, okay? So, we've built the business this way for 2.5 years, no problem, okay? It's worked really well, but I want you to know that all of the sales that you're generating now, all of the money that you generate, all the income you generate, all of the success you've had thus far, or success you haven't had, or whatever, it's just based on buyers anyway. Okay, it's just based on people that are willing to spend money anyway. You don't make money off of free members ever, right? Does that make sense? So having all those extra free members in there isn't going to make a difference on your income one way or the other, if that makes sense, right? However, if you can segment out people that'll at least spend $1, we can, again, it's only $1, so it's not like a super huge indicator. Like if you can get them to spend $100, that's a lot better than getting them to spend $1. Okay, does that make sense? If you can get them to spend $50, $100, $200, you know that they're a really quality, solid buyer that definitely you want to work with. Spending $1, though, gets rid of all the people immediately that, for instance, won't put their credit card online, refuse to pay anything ever to start a business, okay? People who are so skeptical that they can't even send $1 through the mail, a $1 bill, right? Like I know people who won't even stop and pick up change. They won't stop and pick up a quarter, right? But maybe that's the same guy that won't even send $1 through the mail. So anyway, if they won't send $1 through the mail to us, whether they send a cash or a check or a money order or whatever, then yeah, we really don't necessarily need to send them the information. Okay, if they're just going to send the postcard back, anybody can do that without making any kind of commitment. But the smallest bit of commitment, just saying, hey, listen, I'm willing to exchange money for information, okay, and I'm okay with that type of exchange. That definitely is a prospect that we want to talk to, and whether it's $1, $5, $10, $20, it makes a difference in terms of variations, shades of people, right? However, in the big picture, there's a huge difference between a $1 and a $0. Okay, there's a bigger difference between $0 and $1 than there is between $1 and $20, if that makes sense to you guys, right? It's kind of binary, like either they'll send money or they won't. We're going to get rid of all of the people that just absolutely refuse to send money, okay? And with the pitch that we have, again, with the recorded overview and the testimonials, and then online once we upload the new video that pitches the dollar, you'll see that there is enough information to make a $1 decision, okay? There's more than enough information to make a decision to be able to spend $1. And again, if they can't spend $1, then we're not going to waste our time building them websites and autoresponders and all that kind of stuff. Okay, does that make sense? So when they send the dollar, they're kind of going through a similar process, almost the same process that they do now. They're going to get a sales letter in the mail, okay, which pitches them on our business and pitches them on making purchases from us. And we're going to add some additional things to that process, whether they spend the dollar online or whether they spend the dollar through the mail. We're going to do more follow-up than we've ever done before. I've been talking about doing regular follow-ups through the mail specifically to these buyers probably since we started, literally 2.5 years. I think the day we launched, I was talking to our leaders and to some of our members about, listen, I am going to follow up all these members through the mail with sales offers because that's what works, right? Like once we identify them as a buyer, I know I can sell more to them on your behalf to make you money through the mail, okay? We've been so busy building different offers in the system that we never actually spent the time to build the offline offers, okay? I've started doing that now. I'm committed to it. It's a big part of the system. I understand it. I wanted to do it. I mean, that was the goal. We just got kind of sidetracked, I think, on focusing on the wrong things, focusing on some of the online stuff, and taking our eyes off of the prize, which a lot of the times is just simple letters through the mail to sell offers and to sell information products and opportunities to the people that put up their hand and send us $1, $5, $10, okay? So we have the first one already is completely done. It's ready to go out. So when people send in $1, they're automatically going to get a sales letter through the mail, and you're going to be able to earn a commission on that, okay? And the commissions from those will come directly to you. They're actually not going to pay me and our company directly. They're actually going to split the payment. They're going to send a money order to the company to join, and they're going to send a money order to you directly to join, which is kind of cool because then you don't have to wait for money. You kind of get cash, well, not cash, a money order, but you get an immediate payment to you the moment the person is joining. And you don't have to fulfill anything, by the way. They're going to send you a money order, which is 100% just your commission, and they're going to send to the company basically the payment for the products and services that they're purchasing. Okay, and we're going to do that across all of the offers, just to streamline things and make it easier for us moving forward, so that everyone's getting paid based on the work that they do as quickly as possible. You're also going to get the commission directly from your members in a money order. Okay, so there's no waiting for it. And by the way, we've already been testing this. Just so you know, like I always test everything before I roll it out to everyone. Okay, so the $1 postcards I've already been testing for probably about, I want to say 7 weeks, 8 weeks. It's a different version of this postcard, but it's basically a postcard with a similar, it's not as nice as this even. The one that I've been testing with is, I would say, not even close to as good as this one. But it kind of has a similar vibe to it. It offers, hey, send me $1, I'll send you information. And it's been working fabulously. It's been working just incredibly. People sending in the $1 for the information. So, so we've been testing that one for about 7 weeks. The letter, the follow-up letter that's going to go out to generate you commissions, we've been testing it now for probably, I want to say 2 to 3 weeks. We've started getting in responses in the last week and a half, and it's converting very, very strong. Okay, and again, I hate to sometimes I hate to give you numbers and percentages and all that kind of stuff because it's so it's so wide across the board sometimes, and sometimes if you only have 4 prospects, the numbers just aren't big enough, right, to match all the percentages, right? If you only have 4 people getting the letter, maybe you get 0, maybe you get 1, right? Or maybe you get 2 even. You could get a 50% response, but then 3 other people get 0, right? So I hate to kind of give you all the numbers of the response rates, but let me tell you this, it's converting very strong. We've tested the letter now to date to both, we've tested it to both the $1 buyers, so people that send in the postcard with the $1, we send them back that letter. We've also tested it just to cold leads, so people that didn't even request the information. We sent pieces out to them, and it's converting really strong on cold leads too. And again, when I roll things out in our business and when we're building stuff, I tend to like to test it on cold leads, people that haven't even bought from us. Because I know if it converts there, then I know it's going to convert even better to people that are purchasing. People that are requesting the information specifically, sending us money for the information, even though it's only $1. So that's very exciting that that offer is converting so well. And again, just so that you know, that's going to be a series of offers that are going to go out once per month over the course of 12 months to all of your leads. Okay, so anybody who sends in $1 or anybody who registers online and pays $1, they're actually going to get a letter in the mail from our company. You don't have to pay for it. Okay, you don't have to follow it up. You don't have to track it. They're going to get a letter printed on demand, essentially, from us, personalized, so that your information is on the order forms, along with our company's information, so you get paid directly off of each letter. Okay. So far, I've got the first letter. Okay, so bear with me. But over the course of the next couple of weeks, I'll be writing letter 2, letter 3, letter 4. And to be honest, I only have to stay ahead of the system, right? So I don't really have to have all 12 letters written yet. I know some people always like to have everything done and planned and prepared. I like to, kind of take my time and make it really good and test it and make sure that it converts before we start using it, because I don't want to throw money in the garbage, So as long as I stay ahead of where the first people are getting the letters, letter 12 I can write 6 months from now will still be okay. Does that make sense? But I'm going to spend the next month or two really focused on writing the copy for all these letters. I'll test them to cold traffic before I start sending them to your leads, and we'll definitely get a really good response. Now, the point being is that these letters are going to help generate additional surges of income. Right now, a lot of the income that we have in Postcard Networker is very kind of spotty and kind of smaller payments, which, makes it good because you're getting paid, which most systems and most companies and most network marketing, you don't get anything. You do your prospecting and you just get your paycheck from the company. So that makes it difficult, right? Because you're spending all that money on advertising and you're not able to recoup any of it. With the current system, the way it's set up, you do make some money and it helps offset, but I think it's just not quite enough, right? I think when I look at across the board, our Postcard Networker member checks and the sizes of some of the checks, I'm personal, like, I'm not even getting the checks, and I feel like they're a bit lower than they should be. Okay, I feel like I need to kind of give you guys a bit of a pay raise. I need to be able to monetize the names and the leads better for you on your behalf. It's nothing that you guys are doing. I mean, send the postcards and encourage them to join the network marketing opportunity. I mean, that's kind of your job. My job is to monetize the leads. And I think that over the last year, kind of year and a half, we've spent a lot of time creating more offers, but not really monetizing the leads to the maximum potential, especially through the mail. Okay, which, hey, I take responsibility for that. I mean, that was my part of the job. I kind of let it drop, but I'm fixing it, and we're going to move forward, and we're going to get you some bigger payments directly to you. So you're going to see a complete drop-off probably in like the $1, $2, $3 payments, $4 payments as we roll out our new system. But I'm proud to say that those $3 and $4 and $5 payments that you're currently getting are going to be replaced with like $50 money orders in the mail to you directly through the system. Okay, so hopefully you won't mind that I replace kind of a $3 payment from a purchase from your member with a $50 money order that's directly sent to you. Okay, or a $100 money order or a $20 money order. Okay, things like that. That's essentially what the offers are going to be. So you're going to see. Excuse me. So you're going to see a drop-off of, the 50 cent, $1, $2, $3, $5 payments through the system. But you're obviously going to be getting paid, like I said, money orders directly to you. And the first letter basically is a $50 money order that goes to you, $49 money order that comes to the company. So the people, when they purchase, they're going to spend about $100. And you'll see overall, as we continue to build the system, you'll actually generate more when we raise the price of some of the products. So what's going to happen, just so that you can kind of adjust this in your mind and the way you think about it, you're actually going to make a few less. Well, let me just guess. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we're rolling this out and it's new, and we've done some really good testing, but generally this is what I think is going to happen. You're probably going to make less payments. Okay, overall, the total number of payments to you will be less. Okay, but currently most of the payments are like $10, $5, $3, $2, $2, $1. Okay, so you'll probably make less quantity. But the quality of the checks and the money orders that you get will be higher, right? So you'll get like a $50 money order and a $100 money order and a $50 money order. So overall, in the course of the 30 days, over the course of a month, my guess, and I suspect just based on the way that we're designing this and building this, is that your overall income should actually increase from the monetization, right, from the information products and things like that we're selling to your leads, and so you may get a few less, but you'll actually make more money, right? Which is the point, right? It doesn't matter if you get 12 payments of $1, it's still only $12, right? Instead of that, if you just get one payment of $50, you're way ahead of the game. Okay, does that make sense? So that's kind of where we're pushing some of the monetization for you, and I think that as we roll it all out and as we start running it, especially those of you that have been with me for the last 2.5 years, I think you'll be really excited about being able to get some bigger payments, which will help cover your advertising costs and potentially even be profitable for you. And here's the bottom line: like with the system, you're still just sending the postcards. Okay, you're just sending the postcards, these new postcards, and you don't have to do any of the follow-up mail. Okay, so every member that sends in $1, I'm actually spending $12 marketing to them over the course of the next 12 months on your behalf. So think about this. Right now, you generate that lead. What if you had to spend, $1 every month on all those leads to market to them? Right? I mean, it starts to add up. You know, the more and more leads you put in the system, the more it costs you. Well, because I'm paying for all the mail, for all the letter mail, your costs aren't going to increase at all. It won't cost you another dime to be able to generate the same amount of people in the same business. You just send the postcards, you get the postcard stamps, you put them on, and you're done. I'm going to do all the follow-ups. I'm going to pay for all the letters. I'm going to pay for all the postage of the letters going out. I'm never going to, pass that on to you guys. So you won't have to pay for that. But you're going to get the benefits of every time a letter goes out to one of your members, the potential of getting a $20, $50, $100, $200 money order in the mail based on whatever it is that they purchased. Okay, and you'll get that again directly to you. One of the other things that we're going to be doing, just so that you know, and again, I know I'm not showing you guys this stuff because we're in the process literally of building it into the back office right now. So I can't show you the pages, I can't show you the things, I can't show you the stuff, but I do want to kind of talk about it because I'm also going to, as we go over the next few days and the next couple of weeks, we're literally just going to be implementing this stuff and letting you know, but, as we go, what's new, what's going on, what's happening. But I kind of wanted to spend some time today just introducing you to all these concepts and to all this stuff so that you're ready for it as we say, hey, we're moving this, we're changing this, where did this go? Well, it's because it was replaced by this, right? So the other I lost my train of thought because I said that. Let me think. Okay, so as we kind of transition to some of this, these different things, one of the things that we're going to be doing too is streamlining. We're going to be kind of streamlining some of the affiliate costs. What it costs you to actually run the system, and we're actually going to reduce a lot of the expenses that you're currently paying for on the system. Okay, so. You'll notice that over the next 2 weeks, you'll notice that we're adjusting some of the fees and things like that you pay for different things in the system. We're going to actually combine everything into one membership, okay? Again, make it easier, but we're actually going to reduce the cost of it as well, okay? And I'll adjust, I'm going to have to go through specific payments and stuff like that. So if you've, for instance, made a yearly payment for something, we'll adjust your membership so that, whatever you've already paid goes towards the new membership. So we'll take care of all that. You guys don't have to worry about that. Like if you paid for an affiliate membership for a year, or you paid for an OMA membership for a year, or, something like that. We'll adjust it and we'll give you credit for that, with the new costs and stuff like that. But my goal really is to reduce. Okay, so let's just look at the big picture here. My goal is not to necessarily charge you so many fees as a member, okay, of Postcard Networker, because what we've done in the past over the last 2.5 years is we've really monetized not only the leads but the members too, which is fine. I mean, everybody wants to make money. Everybody is excited, obviously, to build their downline and to grow their business and whatever. But one of the things that it does is it kind of takes the focus off of what originally I wanted to do, which is primarily monetize people that aren't in the business, because they will constantly pay more and more and more trying to get into the business, trying to get the information, trying to learn, trying to get the opportunities. So what I'm planning on doing is reducing the overall cost to you of the stuff, right? Like of the affiliate membership, of the OMA program, of the things that you can kind of purchase in the system. I actually want to lower it, which kind of seems counterintuitive because, if we want to make more money, we really shouldn't charge less, right? We really shouldn't reduce our fees, but I feel like you guys are my business partners. And moving forward, I don't necessarily need to take $50 a month for an OMA program from you, or $20 a month for an affiliate program. Like that's $70 a month just for those two programs, in order to pay a commission, which some of the members are excited about, some of them aren't. But by the time you spread out the commissions over 5 levels, and by the time you kind of start doing things like that, everybody gets like $3, right? But it still costs you 70. So the impact on you, on the member, on the business partner that I'm trying to help, is actually significantly bigger than the benefit to the upline that might be getting $2 or $3 or $4, right? Does that make sense? So I would rather commissions be $50, right, or $100 per commission, rather than $3 and then having to charge the member $70, right? So rather than having a $70 a month membership, we're going to significantly reduce that. I'm not announcing yet what it's going to, but we're actually going to just bundle everything together, and it'll cost you significantly less than it currently is, okay, if that makes sense. And that's kind of like not only just a gift to you guys for obviously working with us and supporting us and trusting us with building your business, but more importantly, I think it's shifting the cost away from the business partners, the people that are fully committed, and shifting that cost onto the prospects that haven't committed yet. By requesting a higher fee from prospects and leads and people who aren't necessarily our business partners yet for the information, we're actually able to generate the same or more money for you, okay, but actually charge you less, okay, to be part of the system and to be part of it. So I don't know if that makes sense to you yet. I'm kind of rambling a little bit on that, but I'm trying to describe to you that, yes, it's going to be significantly better for you. Yes, it's actually going to cost you significantly less to be a member of Postcard Networker and to fully participate in everything that we're doing. You'll be able to generate bigger commission checks from the system. You'll actually be generating bigger money orders directly from your prospects, paid to you immediately, so you don't even have to wait. You don't have to request it. You don't have to wonder if it's going to come to you or anything. It's just going to show up at your door, and you're going to cash it, and you'll be excited. Okay? So all of that said, that's kind of some of the way forward. We also have one more big announcement that we're going to be making in the next week or two. I'm sure it's not a huge surprise to a lot of you where our company is going, because we've been heavily promoting a pre-launch over the last couple of weeks for a network marketing company. And as we continue to build Postcard Networker together, I've had a lot of members want to specifically kind of combine the income streams and combine what we're doing to all work together, rather than being spread out across the industry, rather than being spread out so much. And it makes sense, because a concentration of focus is obviously going to be a lot more powerful than us all kind of doing our own thing and being, scattered in so many different companies. So having said that, I'm not going to go through all the specific information of how it's going to work yet. However, over the next few days, you're going to notice that we're sending out a few different emails that I want everyone to get pre-placement in. Okay, so if you're on this call today, to be able to get the pre-placement information for this opportunity, for this business, and moving forward to Postcard Networker, I'm also going to mail this out, by the way, to a lot of people. So you may get in the mail all of this information. I've got a new book that I wrote. It's called Home-Based Business. I'm going to be mailing that to select people depending on, just some of your purchase history and stuff like that. You may get it, you may not. Please don't feel slighted if you don't. If you want a copy, just email me. I'll send you one. I can send you that information package. But if you do email me, joel@postcardnetworker.com, this is super important that you email me for pre-placement information, because the only way for us to really keep the integrity of the downlines and the integrity of the genealogy of Postcard Networker, unfortunately, I've got to almost like manually manage it from the top off the beginning until we kind of totally launch out the whole system. Okay, if that makes sense. So, because I don't know if everyone's active, I can't reach out to the tens of thousands of members that we currently have that have free memberships. Okay, but what's going to happen to the free memberships is they're going to go bye-bye, okay, in the next couple of weeks. So the free membership will now just basically become a lead. They won't be able to log in unless they pay the $1 trial, but all those leads will still stay in your back office, obviously, as people that you can call and people that you can prospect, and they'll still get autoresponders and all that kind of stuff, okay? However, they won't really technically be a member. So we've got a lot of those. Not only that, you have currently free members that are underneath you that currently have prospects themselves. All that's going to compress to you. Okay? Anybody who doesn't at least pay the $1 in the next couple of weeks when we launch it out, their whole business actually is going to compress to you. You're going to get all those leads to be able to call and work or email or, plus the letters that are going out will have your information on it. So the memberships are going to be really important. Now, don't worry about your affiliate status. If you're a current affiliate, you're paying your $20 a month, you're fine. Okay, you won't lose anything, you won't miss anything, but you still do have to send me an email for the pre-placement information because it's for the business opportunity for the network marketing company that we're going to be adding into Postcard Networker. And I want everybody to get positioning specifically based on their genealogy. Okay, so there is going to be, in the next 2 weeks, one network marketing company that we're all promoting together. Okay, that's going to be added into Postcard Networker. Okay, so let me just be very clear. I want you guys, especially those of you on this call or those of you that are listening to the recording, to make sure that you get your pre-placement, to make sure that you get your spot based on your genealogy under your current sponsor. If they join, if they don't join, under the upline. I want to make sure all your downline gets pre-placed under you. I want to make sure you have your links ready to go so that when we flip the switch in the next week or two, you've already got your link, you've already got your position, you've already got your username, you're good to go. You can type it in, and you won't miss out on even 1 penny of commissions that are coming to you. You won't miss out on any of the members that are going to join under you, and potentially you can even get placed above some of my members as well and some of the rest of the Postcard Networker family because of the way that the compensation plan works in that company. So let's just say email me right now, Joel at postcardnetworker.com. I'll send you information about the pre-placement. I'll send you information about some of the shift of the business and the network marketing company that we're partnering with. And, hey, I'm excited. You'll also potentially get emails today, tomorrow, the next day, over the next few days. And over the next week or two, our entire back office will shift slightly to kind of show you all of these new changes. Please keep in mind that if you follow along, you won't miss out on anything. I'm going to take care of everyone. I'm going to go out of my way to make sure that everyone is well taken care of and that you don't miss out on all the hard work that you've put in over the past 30, 60, 90 days, year, 2 years, however long you've been with us. I want to make sure that everybody's well taken care of. So please send me an email. Let's be in touch over the next week or two as we do this. Please notify all of your members as well to send me an email and be part of this. And listen, I'm excited for you guys. I think that 2018, 2019 is going to be huge for an increase in income with Postcard Networker, as well as the network marketing company that we're partnering with, and specifically for you. I think that you're going to see a major bump in your income as you continue to build with us and continue to grow. So have a great weekend, everybody. Please send me an email before you do anything else, and we'll talk to you guys all soon. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.